Pretty active player, so he got some offensive boards, and he snuck behind our defense a couple of times, and we did not guard him correctly, and he snuck behind for a couple of layups in the first half. I think another one in the third quarter. So those hurt, but he played a really good game. So give him credit. He's not injured. He's coming back from the knee. But he's not injured. He just had a lousy night. It happens, and even to the best players in the world. So, tough night for Steph, and he'll bounce back.
Did you think maybe it was broader than that in this one?
Did I think it was what?
You said the last game was largely about competing.
Yeah. No, I thought we competed tonight. But we didn't play very intelligently. We way too many turnovers, careless passes. This is probably the longest team in the league that we're facing, and we are continuing to try to throw passes over the top of their outstretched arms. It's probably not a great idea. So 21 turnovers, many of them unforced. And then, of course, they're taking care of business on the boards. And, we're forcing stops, we're getting stops, but we're not going and getting the ball, and we have to be able to chase down loose balls and long rebounds, and otherwise they're getting just way too many possessions compared to us.
Coach Michael Kenny, they had an overwhelming advantage on the free throw line. Was that just them being more aggressive, or just your defense playing a little bit more with hands instead of their feet?
We did commit some silly fouls tonight, but also they were very aggressive. Hurt who?
Hurt Steph.
Oh, Steph. Yeah, their length is impressive, at every position. And so, some of the open shots that we're used to getting, they're not quite as open. And so they did a great job defensively. We did have some open ones that we missed, but I give them credit. Keep them out of the paint and keep them, out of transition. So when you have 21 turnovers, it's going to be pretty hard to guard Russell. So we got to take care of the ball better, and that will help our defense. It wasn't a good game for him, and he's had a couple in a row, and that's very rare. Normally when Draymond has a bad game, he bounces back and plays extremely well the next game. So a couple bad ones in a row. He's got to bounce back. We all have to bounce back. The good news is we go home. Obviously we play well at home. The idea now is to go home and get one win, and do that. We put some pressure on them, and we see what happens. Clay was tremendous. He almost single-handedly got us back in the game in the third quarter. The fouls did hurt, but that wasn't the determining factor. Obviously, we had to get him out, but there were other issues that were a lot bigger than that. We debated whether to take Steph or Clay out. We had to take one of them out. We're not going to play them both 48 minutes, so we usually stagger them. So we debated, but given that Clay had 4 fouls and the game was actually, we had it in a manageable spot. I think we were down 8 or 10 when we took him out. We just figured with his 4 fouls, it made more sense to take him out. He looked a little bit tired, and then we brought him back to start the fourth. So that was our decision, but it was something we debated. I think that's the case. To me, they're 2 separate issues. We had a tremendous regular season. Our guys competed every single night and did something nobody's ever done before, and they're proud of that. But the playoffs, everybody starts 0-0, so there's no extra pressure. Whether you're talking about defending our title or trying to back up the regular season, whatever, it's just you just try to win. And everybody, when you get deep in the playoffs, everybody's good. And this team is outplaying us right now, and we've got to come up with some answers. And it's as simple as that. We'll respond well. Like I said, we go home, lick our wounds a little bit, and we play very well at home, and the idea is just to take it a step at a time. So we'll bounce back. We'll play much better in Game 5, and we'll see where it all goes. really good players. Thanks.